far as the title match goes, this is another one. It's like, if you want to go the safe route with the crowd, you could have Charlotte take the belt. Or, just continue on course and have Rhea. If they do have Becky come back or tomorrow, which honestly she is there, I think it'd be her coming back tomorrow night more than tonight. She might be there, just hanging out tonight backstage. I think her TV debut might be tomorrow. You really want to, if you know damn well, if you do Charlotte versus Becky, even though it's a safe program at SummerSlam, you're gonna get a bunch of complaints. If you do Rhea versus Becky, it's something fresh. But then also, if you have Becky go over Rhea, and it's basically people saying, "Oh, of course Becky's gonna get the belt back." If you have Rhea go over Becky, and oh, you buried Becky right away. I think smart move is to not even put Becky in with the title match right away.
Unless they put the title on Charlotte.
So I mean,
I don't even want that either. I'm fine with Becky and Charlotte, because Charlotte can just say, "Oh, just basically heal her hell, like, oh, you had a baby, you listened, but I was carrying the company and blah blah blah."
Yeah.
It would be some complaints, but not as big as Rita losing or Becky winning. And I love these two ladies, okay? But the feud needs to stop or need a break.
Yeah.
Honestly, they should have taken a break for Money in the Bank and saved that rubber match for WrestleMania, for SummerSlam, sorry. Because
that's what I thought they was going to do. So I'm thinking they was not going to do anything.
But they want to, but they want to come out of the gate hot, for the crowds and stuff. So.
Yeah,
I like it.
This morning, I was kind of going either way with this, but I'm still going to say that if Becky isn't returning, if Becky is in fact returning, I don't see her necessarily feuding with anybody not in the title picture. I am gonna go.
There is no one to feud with though outside of the title picture right now. That's the problem. I mean, you're not gonna have Becky versus Alexa. It's not feasible.
No, but you don't want to do face versus face right away.
You don't. Well, whatever Alexa is, because honestly, she's just there to be there. Sorry, but that's. She's the scary character in the women's division.
She's in a feud with Eva
Marie. Yeah, and you can't put, and that's the next thing. You can't put Becky versus Eva Marie and Doudrop because Eva Marie is still building that persona. You don't want to cut her down that early.
Exactly.
And Becky versus Asuka again. You're gonna have Asuka, lose 4 matches to Becky Lynch. That's good.
Yes.
That's good.
See what I mean?
That's why I'm going with Charlotte to win. Right now, I'm saying it because if Becky is in fact returning, Becky beating Charlotte at SummerSlam would be big, and it would make people happy there. And honestly, if Charlotte beats Becky at SummerSlam, it puts a lot of heat on Charlotte, which is a good thing for a Flair.
And it will build towards the whole thing of Becky doesn't have it anymore or so forth, and you can go.
Exactly. That's why I'm going with Charlotte for this.
Yeah, now there is another option though, is that Charlotte loses to Rhea, and Charlotte comes out the next night, or maybe later on tonight, and talks about how she has nothing left. She's still the biggest name in wrestling, and she's welcome. And then out comes Becky, and you can just have that as a grudge match instead of a title match.
Yeah.
So I think, I think that's it.
Is Charlotte your pick?
No, I'm gonna go with Rhea because Rhea needs the win back. That's. I'm gonna go with the sensible booking option here. I know it's too conventional, but I really think Rhea should not lose to Charlotte you know, how many singles matches did they have? They had the one at WrestleMania, and then they had another one, right?
This was their 4th match.
Yeah, this is their fourth. Yeah, this is the 4th match.
Yeah.
Are you counting the triple threat, or is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So one-on-one, Charlotte has beaten her 2-0, even though that last one was a disqualification. So I think Rhea needs a divisive redemption win over Charlotte, and I think now is the time to do it. James, what do you think?
Here's the issue here. If Charlotte wins, I'm worried that then they're gonna have the rematch as of SummerSlam. That's their excuse to have it again, and I don't want it again.
Yeah.
Like it's done.
I mean, they've barely pushed the rivalry to the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, exactly. See, and then with Becky, if Charlotte wins, and then Charlotte versus Becky, I can see them throwing Rita in there and they're making a 3-way, and I'm like, I don't want that either. Yeah, I don't want that either. So it's a weird predicament. So Joe is right. Let Charlotte win to go somewhere else. But then I'm looking at what you thinking, Master Heater. If Rita wins, and let's say she doesn't face Charlotte anymore, who's that for the face?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the problem. There's a void for that. There's a void for the championship picture on both shows right now. So
yeah. And only 2 things you can do. You can just give her like Dana Brooke just to see what happens. Be a squash match, of course, or you bring someone up, and that's what their first thing is. They're going against Rita, and it's not for the title. They just facing Rita in general, and that's only 2 things they can do to start a new feud there. But then I'm thinking, who can they call up from NXT on Raw to do that? See what I mean? It's like
Aaliyah, she's right there, dude. Come on.
See, and Joe Face already looking like, I'll pay to see that. see. So I'm gonna go with my gut and say Charlotte's gonna win. Charlotte's gonna win, and they're gonna pit Rita, and they're gonna have a rematch at SummerSlam. Charlotte's gonna win.
Okay.
We can count this like number 15. Is it 15 or 14?
15. I think that's gonna be the 15th.
Yeah, 15th. There you go.
Yeah.
So,
all right. All right. Let's go to the guy with the sweet bandana on, Mr. Pete Guest.
I'm going with Rhea. Purely because I need this feud to end. I've seen it too many times now.
There you go.
It needs to stop.
There you go. Overseas bros, stick together. Come on. Put it on. That's it. Okay, we'll fix that in the video.
Y'all like this?
Yeah.
Y'all like the air hockey theme. That's all. Y'all like the air hockey scene. That's all.
Yeah, it needs to end. So if Rhea wins, I'm not sure what would be in store for her in terms of opponent. So I'll just push that to the side. But if Charlotte loses, then she moves away from the title picture. Then you bring Becky in. They can have a match at SummerSlam. But as far as Rhea goes, I'm not sure who'd go for a title. Maybe Asuka. I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
No,
she deserves.
I mean, yeah, but Asuka cannot survive another mowing down by Rhea Ripley at this point.
Yeah.
No, I agree, but I think whoever goes for it would take the belt from her.
Now, hear me out. It's not particularly a good option, or but you can use Nia Jax. She's not doing anything right now.
True.
Or Shayna.
Who's that?
And Shayna. I don't know. I think
oh my God! You know what? I apologize. I totally did forget about that.
Yeah, I think we all forgot about them there for a second.
They're in a
so it's
war
4
right now. They're both conscious
4
about
tag teams.
dolls and everything.
Yeah.
4 tag
I don't
teams.
know. So who's Alexa? So who's Alexa feuding with? Is she feuding with Eva Marie, or is she feuding with Shayna and Eva, or is she feuding with
Eva and Doudrop?
Eva Marie. It just started. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's Eva Marie.
Yeah. So when you have this to the side, I think you can put Nia Jax as the number 1 contender. And Shayna Baszler, I think revisiting Shayna versus Rhea could be a big deal for a Survivor Series or a Royal Rumble pay-per-view. So
that'd be a good shout. But I definitely think Becky will be put in the title picture at some point down the line. if Rhea's still got the belt, because obviously we ain't seen that yet.
Yeah,
so.
it's because it's gonna be hard to, you can give her one match at SummerSlam, not for the title, but it's gonna be hard to keep Becky away from the title picture all the way until WrestleMania.
It's too far of a gap.
Yeah,
and she's too big of a star to not be in the title picture.
Unless they don't bring her back until.
You
could save her.
Do it by having her do 3-ways and 4-ways, where she gets that close, but she doesn't get it. But they won't. They hold off that one-on-one spot and stuff like that. That's ways you can do it and stuff like that.
Yeah, that would work.
I really don't want to see Becky versus Rhea would be great, and that'd be new and fresh. But I don't know. They have to really work for that to happen because, again, Joe, what is Rhea? Is she babyface or heel, or is she just whoever the opposite the person is?
I ain't sure on that one.
I'll do it.
Handling is odd.
I'll do you one better. Who is Rhea? Her character is not defined at all on Raw.
No.
It's not. Forget about the heel and babyface. What is Rhea like? Who is she? What makes her tick? What's the emotional?
Here you go. She's a dark, scary person.
There you go.
That's what she is. See?
Yeah.
And she's a meanie sometimes. That's what she is.
According to Ric Flair, though, she's too nice.
I know.
Yeah, it's the idea. She's just the premise of a character. She's not like a deeply character. Whereas in NXT, she was pissed off at the world for a reason because she was key. She kept getting screwed out of title pictures. She wanted to prove herself and so forth. Then she moves.
You know what the problem is? It's you're right. They don't know how to show her because you look like that, but then you're going against Charlotte Flair, who's the queen of heels. So be a tough ass bitch or sympathetic, because it's like, how you gonna bounce off that? You got someone to say that you a loser and you garbage and I'm the best, and you're like, yeah. You just see her and she'd be like, yeah, you know what? Forget you, Charlotte. And I'm like, come on now, you should be beating her ass. It's weird. It's just a weird thing. It's like Charlotte should have been the baby face while Rhea was the heel in that situation and stuff like that. You pretty, everything's given to you. I'm going to destroy all that and stuff like that. That would have made better instead of just trying to be on the same level as Charlotte there. It's just weird. I don't know.
It's kind of like if they had presented this match as Rhea being sort of like the anti-Charlotte.
Exactly.
That would have been great.
Because we can see Rhea versus Nikki better. Because then you can see, okay, Rhea's the big bully. She can still be a baby face, but like, you small, you're a joke and stuff like that. No one can take you serious and stuff like that. But yeah.
I mean, like, Charlotte is the golden girl and Rhea is like the rebel or the outcast. That's how you can play it. And that's how, that was the premise, I think, going into WrestleMania 36, was that, Rhea is like the other side of the coin for Charlotte.
Yeah,
this time
now,
it's just,
it's different.
Thank you for joining us on the Outlaw Macho Drive-In. If you liked that video, please click like and subscribe to our channel for more content from the Drive-In. For full episodes of our podcast, you may look us up on Anchor, Spotify, or wherever your favorite podcasts are available. Just search for Outlaw Macho Drive-In. And if it's not too much trouble, would you help us out here? Spread the word, share. We would really appreciate it. Thank you. We love you. Bye.